The importance of courage. In a quaint town called Willow Creek, nestled amidst rolling hills and roaring rivers, there lived a timid young boy named Ethan. From the day he was born, Ethan had always been afraid of almost everything. Whether it was thunderstorms, spiders, or even his own shadow, fear seemed to wrap itself around him like a suffocating cloak. While other children his age played fearlessly in the open fields and explored the world with unwavering curiosity, Ethan found solace in the safety of his small, cozy home. One golden afternoon, as the last rays of sunlight caressed the village with a warm embrace, Ethan found himself idly wandering along the outskirts of the town. His path led him to a dense forest whose towering trees seemed to whisper secrets and beckon him forward. Drawn to the allure of the unknown, Ethan hesitated for a moment before cautiously stepping into this enchanted realm. Barely a few steps into the forest, an ethereal glow caught Ethan's attention. As he approached the source of the luminous shimmer, a majestic creature appeared before him. With eyes as radiant as gemstones and wings that glistened like liquid gold, it was a fairy who introduced herself as Fauna. "Ethan, dear child, I have been watching you from afar," Fauna spoke, her voice carrying the soothing melody of a babbling brook. "I offer you a chance to prove your courage. You see, hidden deep within this enchanted forest lies a magical flower, a blossom said to hold incredible power. But it can only be retrieved by someone whose heart is filled with bravery. Will you take on this quest, Ethan?" Startled yet intrigued, 1,000 doubts filled Ethan's mind. Fear, like a torrential downpour, threatened to overwhelm him, but underneath his apprehensions lay a flicker of determination, a desire to conquer his deepest fears. Summoning every ounce of courage he possessed, Ethan took a deep breath and nodded. I will do it," he stammered, his voice trembling ever so slightly. "I will retrieve the magical flower." With a gentle smile, Fauna handed Ethan a small, intricately carved sphere. "This will guide you, dear one. Trust in yourself and let your heart lead the way." And so, like a firefly guiding a lost traveler through the night, the sphere led Ethan deeper into the forest's labyrinthine paths. As he ventured forth, Ethan encountered numerous trials and tribulations that tested his resolve. A bridge made of twisted vines suspended above a rushing river, a cave filled with eerie echoes, and a dark fog that seemed to sap away his very courage. Each obstacle pushed Ethan further beyond his comfort zone. At the precipice of his journey, Ethan found himself standing before a towering cliffside, its rugged edges threatening to swallow him whole. Doubt clawed at his heart, urging him to turn back. But then, he remembered the words of Fauna. Bravery was not the absence of fear, but rather the act of defying it. Summoning every ounce of strength he had, Ethan closed his eyes, took a leap of faith, and plunged into the unknown. The vast abyss that awaited him was engulfed in darkness as he plummeted through it, a metaphorical embodiment of the fears he had spent his life trying to escape. Yet instead of succumbing to the void, a newfound courage surged through his veins, guiding him towards a faint glimmer of light. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Ethan landed on solid ground with a soft thud. Before his eyes stood the magical flower, its petals radiating with a kaleidoscope of colors. He had done it. The once timid boy had conquered his fears and emerged victorious. Filled with an undeniable sense of triumph, Ethan grasped the flower delicately and made his way back to Willow Creek, his heart soaring with pride. The townspeople, who had always known Ethan as the shy and fearful young boy, gathered around in awe. They listened attentively as Ethan recounted his journey, illustrating the importance of courage and the beauty that lay just beyond our fears. The tale of Ethan's bravery spread throughout the town like wildfire, igniting a newfound sense of courage in the hearts of each villager. No longer were they held back by their own insecurities and apprehensions. Instead, they vowed to face their fears head-on, just as Ethan had done. And so from that day forward, Willow Creek transformed into a town of unstoppable dreamers and resilient adventurers. They flourished with an unwavering courage that rippled through each street, inspiring countless tales of triumph over fear and proving that bravery could be found in even the most unlikely of hearts. As for Ethan, the boy who once feared his own shadow, He became a beacon of hope for all those who found themselves ensnared by fear. He wandered through the town, his head held high, and the magical flower forever bloomed within him as a reminder of the strength he had discovered within. The moral of the story is that courage can be found within oneself, even in the face of overwhelming fear. It teaches us that true bravery is not the absence of fear, but rather the act of defying it and pushing through our comfort zones. By conquering his deepest fears, Ethan transformed not only himself, but also the entire town of Willow Creek, inspiring others to face their own insecurities and embrace a life filled with courage and adventure. Thank you for listening.